Alright, what is up? It has been a minute. Actually it's been a few weeks since I filmed the video, and it's so awkward for me in the sense that I'm just so out of touch that actually I tried filming this yesterday and it just was no good. So I'll share a clip of what yesterday looked like, very similar to this, just everything was a mess. So here that is. Hey guys, what is up? It has been a minute. Alright, full confession time. I filmed it again. Sounded terrible because I made another mistake, but thankfully my friend Mike was able to fix the audio, or at least salvage it for me. So the audio that you're hearing did not sound like this before. So yeah, thank you Mike for helping out. So back to the video. Yeah, so it was a hot mess, and so I just thought to myself, okay, I'll just film this again. Want to do this right for myself, for you guys. Also, I kind of feel like I look like a tree. Hold on, just green, the brown, like, is it a vibe or do I just like a tree, like a Namu for my Korean folks out there? Let me know in the comments. Don't roast me, please. But I'm very excited to be making videos again. In a lot of ways, I've just been really busy, and so that's why I haven't been making videos, but it has nothing to do with me not wanting to make videos. And so, although I feel still a little awkward talking to the camera again, simultaneously I'm very excited. Yes, let's go. La Croix, yeah. So just some really quick life updates. Really two things have kind of prevented me from making videos. One is just my work schedule right now. It's just been really busy with weddings popping up again, portraits, commercial work. And the other side of it is my studio mates and friends that I've been with for 4 years now in an older space. We moved into this new studio space about 3 weeks ago. And so because of that, we're just still adjusting and cleaning up and organizing and setting things up. And so that's also taking a lot of my time outside of my personal life. And so those are really the reasons why I haven't been making videos, but that's just a quick update for what's happening in my life right now. All that being said, I've just been trying to find a rhythm in my life the past month or so, and I finally feel like I'm hitting a stride again with balancing work, personal life, church, relationships, and now YouTube again. And so I'm ready to make videos consistently once again. So yeah. Also, do you like this mic? My friend Mike is letting me use it, and it's my first time using an SM7B. I feel very YouTuber right now, so hopefully it sounds good. Also, since I mentioned being a new studio space, I do want to make a video about touring and showing you guys the space when it's kind of all set up right now. It's just a hot mess, frankly, but I'll insert some photos that I've taken over the course of a few weeks of just like bringing my family in here and other portraits, so I'll share that right now. Cool. All right, so to get at the heart of what I really want to talk about in this video, I've been doing a lot of reflection on both where I'm at right now and kind of what's in store for the future and things that I'm scheming. That sounds evil. It's not evil, I promise. But that's also forced me to kind of look at my past and how I got to the point that I'm at right now. And so that's what I want to talk about, how I personally transitioned from photography being a hobby and a passion and a side hustle almost while I was working full-time jobs, and then transitioning to doing it full-time and making it my career. So a lot of the things I want to talk about I think really are applicable to other genres or other occupations, but I am definitely speaking from my perspective and my experience, so take that with a grain of salt. Really quickly, I would love it if you liked and subscribed. Keeps me going. Leave a comment, nice ones please, and click that bell for notifications. And then outside of that, I will make more videos that will talk more extensively about how I actually went from photographing on the side for fun and then actually becoming a full-time wedding photographer. And then even in my career right now where I'm at, how I'm beginning to transition once again and pivot and do more commercial work in conjunction next to my wedding photography business. So I will make more videos about that are more robust. But in this video, I just want to give 3 tips for how an individual or yourself can transition from having a passion or a hobby and turning that potentially into your job and career. All right, so the first tip that I have is you're gonna wanna define what going full-time means for you. And this will look different for everyone. And one of the facets I think that you wanna define and focus on is how much revenue needs to be generated in order for you to be sustainably full-time in turning that passion into a job. And so some people may be able to live off of $20,000, $30,000 or $100,000. And whatever it may be, whether it's you're paying for expenses, living costs, gear purchases, debt, investments, whatever that may be, everyone's definition of going full-time monetarily will look different, but you want to define that pretty early on because that in a lot of ways will give you a marker for where you're at and then where you're trying to head. Although I want to be very careful in stating that sometimes too, you want to take a leap of faith. You want to take a leap of faith on yourself, trust your own instinct, trust your own skills and your abilities. And that's a little bit of what happened to me. It wasn't like I was making so much money where it just naturally made sense to go full-time in photography. But some of it was with Lois and I, my wife, kind of teaming up and game planning for what that would look like to kind of go all in. And frankly, it was a little difficult at first financially. But as I was able to have faith in myself and my abilities and where I was headed and my work ethic, over time, I found that that decision was the best decision for my business. I'm a very risk adverse person, but I think a lot of it is just self-awareness of knowing where you're at, who you are, where you're headed. And sometimes you don't even need to have a monetary goal for what will define you going full-time, although that's what I just said. Sometimes it's just you taking a leap of faith. So hopefully that makes sense. That's tip number one. And then tip number two is just like that saying that raising a child requires a village or a group effort. I think the same applies for an individual turning a passion and hobby into a job and then having that job or career really flourish and grow and be sustainable. I think it's always a good thing to surround yourself with mentors and like-minded people and other people who are kind of in the trenches with you and can empathize for your position and you can do for them. And I've found in my career so far that that will only propel you forward. That only good things will happen out of that. Not only is it more sustainable to do it with other people who hold you accountable and spur you forward, but it's also more enjoyable. It's more fun to celebrate those accomplishments and those wins, and even in those losses to have people there to comfort and even protect you and just encourage you to keep going. So that's tip number two, is to surround yourself with a community of people who will push you forward. All right, this is six. Tip number three is you want to show the work of the product or service that you're trying to sell. Without you showing what it is that you're actually offering, it's really hard for clients to invest in you or purchase whatever it is, the service or product that you're offering. In my scenario where I'm a photographer, if I don't show the type of work that I want to be booked for, then it's really hard for clients to trust that I can deliver on those things. And sometimes that means doing work for free, where you're not maybe getting paid yet, but as you're able to do a project here or a project there and you can build a portfolio, you will be able to start booking clients who will want those services from you. So whether it's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, starting a YouTube channel, you want to start housing a lot of your work and portfolio in those places because you're going to get eyes on it. Use that to your advantage. Use social media to your advantage to begin showing what it is that you're offering, and eventually you will be able to book clients who will want that service from you. So again, sometimes that means working for free or trading services, which I still do from time to time if I'm trying to book a client or trying to build spec work for more commercial gigs. And that will be a major step in turning your passion or your hobby into then a career. I'm so thirsty, I don't know why. Also, I move my hands around a lot, right? I don't know, I'm always just move my hands. Anyways, focus, Gene. I hope that this was informative and helpful. I really try to make videos that I would watch myself or things that I've learned and hopefully would be informative or helpful for the people that are watching these videos. And so I really appreciate your time, your support, carving out however long this video is, the length of it, to hopefully learn something for yourself. And I'm aware that everyone's circumstances are different. Everyone's looking for something different. Everyone is in a different position or is within a different context, I'm not trying to convey that this is the one way to do it or that this is the only way or that you even have to turn your passion and hobby into a full-time job. I think it's also great to have a 9-to-5, to have a job that you have, and then just have passions and hobbies just as passions and hobbies that don't have to have any monetary gain or to even be turned into a career. Again, I'm not saying that you have to turn your passions into a job, but if you've been thinking about it and you have a desire to turn whatever it is that you're really interested in right now or hobby into a potential job, hopefully these 3 tips will propel you and kind of point you in the right direction. And obviously there's a lot more tips, but as I was thinking about it, these were the 3 things that I wish I heard when I was starting out that I think would have been really helpful and useful for me when I was starting my photography business. But hopefully you can take the information that I just gave, apply it to yourself, and run with it. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for watching. I always appreciate your support and your comments. I'm really excited to make more videos, and although in the last video that I posted, I said that I would make more videos soon, clearly I didn't because I got busy, but I really do want to make more videos again consistently, and so stay tuned. Thanks again. Appreciate you all, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye. Okay, bye. Cool, bye. Bye.